Alright, this is a 2018 Kawasaki Mule Pro DX. The Kawasaki Mule Pro DX, from everything that I've looked at right now, this has the longest, biggest bed over the Kubotas, Intimidators, pretty much everything. Nobody has the bed length that the Mule Pro DX does. This is the electronic power steering. There's a sticker right there that says EPS. So these are powered by a Yanmar 3-cylinder 1000cc diesel engine. Tops out at 30 miles an hour. Let's come in here and show you here the Yanmar diesel engine. Those are a very good, high quality Japanese sourced diesel engine. So by no means are you going to look at that Yanmar and say that it's lower quality than a Kubota or any other. So this is more of a base model. It does not have the LED headlights. Has the standard headlights. Has the standard push bar. Does not have aluminum wheels. The seat is the standard flat seat. Now they do have an upgraded seat on some of the trim levels. This is not one. It does have the tilt wheel. This is your parking brake. For your shift, you have low, high, neutral, reverse. You have your diff lock for the rear, 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, and your headlight on and off. One of the things I really don't like about this is the pivot point for the bed is at the back of the bed. So while they give you a 1,000 pound capacity, if I put the bed down and had you, whoever you are, stand in the center of the bed and I tried to lift the bed, that would be impossible. You couldn't do it. So for about $1,000, you can have a hydraulic ram added to this system to lift the bed. That's what we're looking at doing. So they have a miniature poly plastic headache rack built into the bed there. I like the bench seat in that you could fit 4 people realistically into this bench seat. It's a very wide open floor, and it's a very wide open seating surface that, you know, unless you're very large people, 3 people would fit quite comfortably. So again, the biggest downfall that I see is the bed pivot point on this machine. We are also, look, there is a headache rack built into it, so we are looking at having the heat system added to it and having the full glass windshield and soft cab added to it. And yeah, looking at the rear axle compared to my 13-year-old Yamaha Rhino, the rear axle housing, let me put the bed down here. Okay, the rear axle housing looks like a much larger, heavier unit, much bigger ring gear in there compared to the Rhino. And I haven't had any problems with the Rhino in 13 years of doing a lot of work. Suspension is preload adjustment only. Stainless steel exhaust coming off of that Yanmar engine. The tires are aggressive enough, but they're not overkill. They're not like those big paddle tires you see on a lot of the sport quads. You know, this is more of almost like a mud tire you would see on a truck, but in a profile of an ATV. So this is the Yanmar diesel 4x4, made by Kawasaki. Okay, here you can see the plastic headache rack and the steel headache rack there. This is the EPS version of the Mule Pro DX.